And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved. I'm back up here on the surface, the glorious sun. Oh, so nice. Anyway, we need to start with stuff and things. I'm going to do power transmission. Yeah, lens polisher. I want 10 of these. And I want 10 of these. Because the craft times on these are so long, I'd like a little bit more power. Or not power, I'd like a little bit more throughput. I mean, the craft times on them are like 5 minutes a piece. So it's pretty hefty. I'm not sure what the power requirements are, though, but we will see here in a second. I'm going to put these side by side, and I'm going to come out a little bit. That's 4, right? Yeah. So I went around. The Hodor has been going pretty much nonstop now. I went around and collected all of the research drop pods that it dropped out, and let's see, I got 55 more RP for a grand total of 277 right now. So I'm doing pretty good on research points. So let's get back over here. Yeah, and that vein is almost gone. It's probably got one Hodor left in it, and then it will be finito. So we want another one, but we don't want it right next to that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, pretty laggy when I look towards this part of my base. Pretty laggy. All right. Let's see. We need some Hodor, not Hodor action. We need, where is a good spot to put it? Right here is a good spot. So the polisher comes first and the chromer comes second. So the polisher, we're going to put right here. This thing wants 64 power per second. That is pretty demanding. So 64, that's 128, that's 256, that's 384 power per second just with these. And with these, I'm pretty sure it's probably the same. Yep. So how am I going to feed enough power into this system? That is the question. So no valid attached hoppers. Yeah, I know. I'm not quite there yet. You need to be patient. And we're going to come out this way. So these need lenses. So we want logistics hoppers. So there it is. It wants any lens at all. So all the crystals that you find, all of the cruddy lenses that you can build, everything can get turned into these fancy, nice, awesome lenses. So now the output for these is going to come out this way, and these are going to come out. These are going to go in this way. So these want the unfocused lens, which this creates, but it also wants chromium. So it's a double ingredient. We are using all of my logistics hoppers for this process here, which means I need some more logistics hoppers, which is easy enough to craft. Okay. So the output for these, I want out here. And I will set the permissions between episodes. I'm not going to do the permission thing on how many is this? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This is going to be 50 hoppers. Yeah, I'm not going to do the permissions on camera. That would be a little boring to set all these. So I'm going to have lenses come in here. Oh, not torches. Conveyor belts. Thank you. Okay, come on. Oh. There we go. Now, the power for all of this is, like I said, 64, 128, 256, 384, plus 384, which is 7, 8. I can't do the math in my head. I've been playing too long. Anyway, it's a lot of power. It's an obscene amount of power. And I have two sets of these. So that is a lot of power. So obviously we're going to need a Mark IV in between here. That's why I separated them by 3. Because I can also put, as in addition to beaming power in, I can also put a nice, like, big Mark II solar on top of this, which will give me even more power. So that's lined up there. That's lined up there and there. So that's my hole. Unfortunately, solar doesn't work through glass, so holes have to remain. And did I keep my manufacturing? Oh, I've got one there. So power generation, I'm going to need 3 of these and then 3 of these. I got plenty of refined resin. Oh, where are you, Mr. Solar Panel? Right there. This is what, 405 power per second? Something along those rates. 540. Nice. Which isn't even enough for one of these. It's enough for one row of these. But I would require 1, 2, 3 more sets of these to run them completely off of solar. So now that 384 times, or plus 384 times 2 just got cut down by 540 power. So that will help. But it's not going to be perfect. Now to feed all of these, that is the question of the day. Because we're going to have lenses coming out our ears. And we're going to want some shenanigans with how we load all of these. So I'm going to have a small storage hopper, like right there, right smack in the middle. And let's see. I want one side to have access to push material in. So that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to load in from. If I want the back, because if I'm going to have like a 2000 slot hopper back here, so like right here and right here, that's where I'll put the lenses that I make. And those lenses will go in and start processing. And I've got enough. I've got 2200 pristines. So I'll be able to fill that up with pristines. That will unload into this, which will unload into that. And one pipe is plenty because these things take so long to actually work. It's going to be a while. As far as the chromium goes, that is going to eventually be on the bus. So I'm going to want a system similar to... Oh, I didn't want this in here. I want like a little bit higher. Like that, because these will be loaded from the top. So I could have chromium poking in up here, going into a hopper, and that will distribute everything else. So if I want that hopper to be, let's say right there, and another one, let's say right there. So one down from the top, right there, and there. So there is where my chromium will go in. There we go. That's where the chromium is going to get loaded in. I could also load it from the side. I think I actually might do that. Now that I think about how this is set up and where chromium is going to be on the bus, I think loading it in on this side is better, because I need this side to output all of the lenses. So this is where all the lenses will pop out. No, I don't need tubes. Because this is a very slow process. So these will all come out. Now they should all auto rotate. These will all come out and flow into a single hopper. And I'm going to use a huge for now, because they're all going to go somewhere else. Some of them are going to go to autocraft conduits. And some are going to go to a hopper so I can grab them to actually use in lasers. So that is the plan for those. Look at that. It's almost filled up, that battery. Crazy. I mean, I could add other batteries to the side. I could add 3 more over here. I could add 3 over here. I could add like 12 more solars and just increase the size of this hole by 1. And I could put solars all the way along the top. And that would be more power, but I don't think that would, still don't think that would be enough. Plus that's a lot of solar. So I'm going to have to do I'll show you how I'm going to do one of these here. Very similar to how I have all the logistics. No, I can't do that. I have to go up, around, down there, and then I have to go out here. Because this, why is that uncovered? Oh, it's not uncovered, it's just isn't being rendered. And then this goes in like that. And that is how that's going to lay it out, because the chromium is going to go beeline right into these hoppers right here, right off the bus. So that is the setup for one of these. I just wanted to let everybody know. And this is going to be similarly wacky. So I'm going to need one coming off the side here. I'm going to put it on this side so I can see it. That is not needed. But I need to pull off from the bottom like that, so that is free and clear to use these. And then these like that. And that will let me load in lenses. I want to do a tube. Just for funsies. All right. So that is the general layout of one. Now I just need, some actual lenses and power. And I think what I'm going to do right off of here is this is my center line right here. Let me make sure. Let me double check. Yep, that's my center line. So I'll be able to set up, let's find our center line. So right there is our center line. So if I go 2 out here, make that a set of turbines, and then that's my center line. This will also be a set of turbines, because then I can beam power in from one side and the other and hit this thing on either side and not combine turbines too much. But that also requires me to build some more turbines. Let's see, 297. I don't think I've got a lot of. Why do I have so many hardened machine blocks? That's really weird. Why do I have hardened machine blocks? What uses hardened machine blocks? I think tubes do. Yeah, tubes do, but I don't think much else does. Unless turbines did. No, they use advanced machine blocks. So why do I have so many hardened machine blocks? That is really bizarre. Oh, yeah, I don't have any crystal. Never have any crystal on me because that stuff is auto-crafted. So yeah, I don't know why I have so many hardened machine blocks. That's unfortunate. So I'm going to need more advanced machine blocks. And there's one set. I'm going to grab, if I can, those as well. And I need maybe, how many turbines? 455 is enough for one row. So 2 turbines on each side should be ample amounts of power for each one of these, which is pretty doable. Let's see what I can do. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, that actually should be plenty of power. And so building these is actually going to be pretty simple. Whoa. It is just a matter. So this is, I'll have this as the input on this side, and this as the input on this side. So this and this. And this can go. You are no longer needed, Mr. Beacon. And let's see. So there's the thing. This is the hopper. So this is the first start. This is the start of it. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of line myself up with that a little bit. And then super build out. And that should line up pretty nicely. And the last bit is going to be where the empty cartridges go. And while I'm over here, collect all of that. Get that, and let's see if we can't beautify this just a little bit before we actually build this. That marks that area, so I can just build that out. Make it nice and even. Now I should be able to super build there. And it's a little over what I need, but better be safe than sorry, I guess. This comes down. And over here, this comes down. There we go. And more hoppers. So I need one here, one here, one here, and one there. The rest is pretty standard. I'm going to be beaming power in right into there, which should line up pretty nicely with these. I should be able to do a similar setup here with a laser and a battery and connect these two without needing two lasers. So that will work out nicely. But I need to get all this stuff squared away, especially with the turntables, like so. And all of the little busy work that it requires me to do. I can most definitely do this in between episodes. I don't need to do all of this work on camera. Although I would like to, just because that way I would get more episodes, but nobody would watch them because they'd be so boring. It would just be me doing this for 10-20 minutes. Should have seen me build that cold cavern power system. It was crazy. So I should have built all three or all four of these all at once. I'm used to building one at a time, so it's the only reason why I kind of space that out. So many turbines. I don't even know what I'm at right now. I don't even know how many I've got. We're going to set you up, turn you around, and super build. So, like I said, the lasers will go like this. That should beam right into that. So the laser over here goes here, and then the battery goes on top. So that now shares power, and I get all my power over here. So umpteen amounts of power now, which is good. It's good. And everything should fill up because we've got plenty of fuel. Now that I've torn those down, actually, fuel might be a little iffy. So I'll have to peek at that. But I need to set all these hopper permissions and get all of this stuff ready to go before I do anything. So that will do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.